Hey everyone, I'm Gabby.
Welcome back, I'm Val.
I'm Steven.
And today we're answering our students' questions.
Are you excited?
I'm a little nervous, I'll be honest. Okay, let's get started. What's your favorite color?
Oh, very easy. Blue.
Mine is yellow, for sure.
You couldn't tell.
Yeah. What do you like most about church? That's a good one.
That was a good one.
During a Sunday service, I really enjoy the worship, but about church in general, I really like making all those connections with different people, you know. Especially in our church, we have a very big, diverse group of people, you know. There's people from all over, and I think it's just really cool to get to know people that are so different from you.
Exactly. I think that's also really connected to my answer. I love the fact that we are such a community here in the church. Doesn't matter where you're from, who your mentor is, what your net is. We're all just one big community and here to serve each other. Did you have strict parents growing up?
3, 2, 1.
Yes. I'm Colombian. My parents were very strict growing up. I couldn't be out past a certain hour. I'm 20 years old and I still can't go out past a certain hour.
Well, I grew up in a Hispanic household, so it was a lot of chaos and being home by 9, which sucked.
I mean, I think that this is something that a lot of us can relate to. Being in a Hispanic household is very tough, you know. Parents are very strict. My parents especially were very strict with me.
So I guess it'll be both for us. How long have we both been serving and working here?
I started serving here in the children's ministry maybe in the beginning of 2019. And then maybe 6 months in, I started working here. So it would be my 3 years in October.
I would say about 3 years, 2 to 3 years. I started when I was about 16, and then when I was around 18 is when I started working here. So I've only been here for, this August coming up would be a year, so.
I have been serving here for a very long time, you know. I think, next year is 4 years working here? Yeah.
So you're like an OG.
Yeah, OG.
13. All right, let's see. When were you saved?
When was I saved? Well, I was born into church. So I literally was born into church and I was here. I came to this church when I was about 8 years old. And I think when I came to this church is that I really understood, you know, when I was growing up a little bit, I really understood what it really meant to be saved and to know Jesus, you know. So I was probably 10 years old, around that age.
Yeah, just like Gabby, I was also born into the Christian church. I was in this church, literally born into it. But I would say that the first time I ever encountered the presence of God, for real, was maybe when I was about 11 years old. I was in the temple, and it was just through my brother. He was just ministering the love of God to me, and he just said, Jesus loves you. And that was more than enough. That was the first time I started crying. I didn't understand it, but I felt the presence of God so strongly, and I didn't understand what it was at the moment, but now I can say that that was the first time that I ever encountered God for real.
How long do I pray? It's a good question.
How long do you pray, Ms. Gab?
You know, I definitely try to pray every morning, every night, at least at the bare minimum, 10, 15 minutes, you know. But you know, sometimes it does go on longer, and yeah.
Yeah, just it really depends on the day, but I try to do 30 minutes in the morning and maybe at the end a little 30 minutes while I'm reading the Word.
I would say until I feel the presence of God or until I feel satisfied. So it could be 10 minutes to an hour to 2 hours. It really just depends on, I guess, the atmosphere, really. All right, this one's a good one. If you could be any animal, what would you be?
What would you be?
I'd be an otter. They're so cute, they're so lovable, and literally they're known for hugging, which I love hugs.
Okay, interesting. I think if I were an animal, I would be a whale.
Oh my gosh. Why?
Because they're the most...
They're so ugly.
They're ugly, but they're the strongest creatures in the sea. Even sharks fear them.
I will definitely not be a whale, but I think elephants are really cool. I think I would probably be an elephant.
Who is our celebrity crush?
Okay, you go first.
Okay, mine.
I have 2 answers.
Obviously, Harry Styles. Love you.
Of course. Just Harry Styles? Just one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, I have 2. So my female one would be Elizabeth Olsen. She plays Scarlet Witch. And it's a bit weird. I don't have a crush on him, but he's super good looking, he's handsome. Tom Holland, he plays Spider-Man, so that's why I love him.
Mine is very similar to Mr. Stevens. Definitely Tom Holland. I think that is my celebrity crush.
That's your
For
final
sure.
answer, Tom
Final
Holland?
answer, Tom Holland.
Basic. All right, and
Harry Styles is not basic.
anyways, for our last question, this is for you, Miss Gabby. If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be?
You know, I think what I would change about the world is how we see other people, how we see each other. You know, I think a lot of people are very blinded by, sometimes anger, by hurt, you know, and I think a lot of us tend to be very judgmental. And I'll be honest, even in the Christian church, I think a lot of us tend to be very judgmental. And, you know, I think that it would be great if we could see each other the way that Jesus sees us. I think that would be what I would change about the world.
It would be pretty much, you know, in terms of like debates and arguments, like so many people can't have conversations with people without getting mad or without feeling insulted or disrespected. So I would pretty much want to change the way people see things, you know, to respect other people's beliefs, regardless if it's right or wrong. So, yeah, a little deep there.
Yeah,
you too.
Well, anyways, we hope that you guys have enjoyed us answering these anonymous questions.
We do have a lot more questions, so if you want to see a part 2, let us know. Leave a big like on this video and make sure that you subscribe to our channel.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.